Hi there, I'm Marty Owings and welcome to this week's Art Tips. I'm going to start out using a Rotring mechanical pencil here, and what I'm going to do today is draw a tree. Then I'm going to paint that tree, and what I want to illustrate today is really adding texture to your drawing and then seeing how that comes through in the painting itself. I'll also talk a little bit about light and shadow on organic objects and how that affects how you see these things. So you'll notice that I draw this like fish scales or dragon scales, but if you get really close to pine tree bark, you'll notice a great variation in the way that bark looks. But as you pull away from the tree a little bit more, it all sort of blends in. I'm going to start out with an orange brown paint here. This is a watercolor paint. It is a Daniel Smith. And what I'm going to do here is just kind of show you that you can layer in the darker shadow colors here just to the right side of the tree, and you can start to see the dramatic effect that light and shadow or dark and light values can play on an object. So here I'm trying not to be too perfect too either, because nature's not perfect, so you don't have to be, because the human eye fills in the rest of it for you. I'm gonna add a little green to the pine boughs and a little bit more realism here. These are pine needles, so I don't have to be perfect again, but this really helps add a little bit of realism to the tree itself. And then, these are pine needles, and these trees are all over up here in Minnesota, so it's good practice. You can practice too on and just about any tree or organic object you want to. And now people ask me, why'd you put the sky in after you put the tree in? Well, I didn't know where my branches were going to go. Plus, I like filling in the sky. It's like, filling in little puzzle pieces. And I think it looked okay. And it's kind of just a little bit easier for me. So that kind of explains texture a little bit. Give it a try. You can be very random in the way you draw that bark, but this is really good practice for taking an organic object in life and just kind of drawing in those dramatic shadows and the cast shadows and things like that. So this was a lot of fun, and I hope it's a quick one, but I hope it's helpful to you. I just recently set up some merchandise for the channel. Merch, as the kids call it. So if you go down in the description, you'll see sweatshirts, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers. I tried to be creative with the sayings I put on some of this stuff, so it's not just a promotional item, and I kept the prices pretty low. So if you want to pick up something and help support the channel, please do so using the links to the Teespring merchandise down there in the description. Because you guys know I don't take money for or really any supplies from companies, and so I can give you a neutral, objective review. So help support the channel if you would. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week. So long, everybody. This has been Marty for owingsart.com.